We were all children once, going out into the world and experiencing it all it had to offer for the very first time. We might remember the first friend we made, or the first party we attended, or the first lesson we learned in school. But what we might also remember is the first hurtful thing somebody said to us, and we didn't understand why. Now, growing up, you might have heard the little rhyming scheme that goes, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Parents often teach it to their children in an effort for them to acquire the lesson of having thick skin or being able to ignore what other people say about them. And you may have very well even used this in one of your past experiences. However, simply repeating the saying, "words will never hurt me," doesn't make the power of language any less real. Due to the role of language as a complex and powerful tool, especially in a society that requires social interaction, people are often predisposed to a more sensitive outlook on human communication. Now, language is an extremely complex and highly debated topic. There are thousands of languages and numerous topics that go within the study of language. And because of this and the various variables that affect this study, especially on the study of language and thought, I will be sticking primarily with English as the language of my discussion. Humans are naturally social creatures. According to Adam Waits, a professor of psychology, and an assistant professor of psychology at Northwestern University, the concept of humans as social by nature has often lent credibility to numerous ideas, such as that humans need other humans to survive, humans are often ready for social interaction at any moment, and that the study of the social features of humanity is very important to study. We use communication every single day of our lives, just as many creatures do, to assuage our desire for social interaction. But what makes humans unique is that we can use language as a method of communication. Everything from speaking to writing to sign language and even to posts that we put on social media are all forms of language that we use every single day. Language is the backbone of social interaction. We use this to voice our thoughts, our feelings, our observations, anything really, to others. What other people say often has a true effect on others in their world. Now, with all of this in mind, why does language have such a powerful hold over us? Psycholinguistics, or the psychology of language, is the study of the psychological and neurobiological factors that enables humans to use, acquire, and understand language. Now, everything that goes into this study is very complex and highly debatable, but there are those who believe that language has a direct effect on how we think and how we perceive the world. Steven Pinker, an American cognitive scientist, psychologist, and linguist, believes that language is a window onto human nature. We are all independent thinking beings. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different values, principles, lives. On top of all of that, we are also naturally social creatures who desire to be accepted and for others to think highly of us. And when you put all of this together, it's a recipe for conflict. We need to be more aware of the words we say and in what context we use them, what social situations we use them. This applies to the average citizen all the way up to the leader of a country. In daily communication, words have power. But when someone of a high social standing says these words, it is a perfect example of the true power language has. The recent presidential debates, recent presidential candidates are the perfect example of the power language has. Donald Trump, a presidential candidate in the recent debates, has been blatantly candid about his thoughts and feelings on the social matters he's been speaking about. Words he said, like the quote displayed behind me, can have a true effect on the culture and can be very harmful to the culture around him. If any person off the street had said the same thing, they would have been written off as unknowledgeable or just simply ignored. But as a presidential candidate, Trump's words have even greater power than the average citizen. As a person of influence, his words, it lends credence to his words and it gives them more meaning. The harmful language he has been employing can have far-reaching effects that many people may not even be aware of. Lara Boroditsky, an assistant professor of cognitive sciences at the University of California, San Diego, said, "Language is a uniquely human gift. It is essential to our experience of being human. Words hurt and words heal. Every day offers opportunities to say a kind word here and there. It doesn't matter if you're a powerful person, a successful person, a kind word or two can go far. When used with respect as the powerful tool that it is, language can be appreciated as the amazing gift that it is."